Good morning. It is Saturday and it's way too early after a night that was way too late. So we played pinochle last night instead of tonight because Doug's not around today. He is going on a retreat. Usually this retreat he goes to is a full weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But with COVID, it's a little bit different. Last year, he didn't go at all. And this year, he's just going for the day today. He could have gone last night, but honestly, he wouldn't have missed much. So he's just going today for the full day. So it's really early because he has to be there. It's about 45 an hour away. And he has to be there around 7:15. So he's up getting ready and I'm up making him coffee. He'll have breakfast there, so I don't have to do breakfast for him. And we were up a little too late playing pinochle. We swore we were going to be done by 11. It was more like 11:30. And then by the time I cleaned up and got to bed and excuse me, we were a little bit wired, so it took a little while to fall asleep, but you know how that goes. But it was a lot of fun. We had a good time, and once again, Mary and I were very victorious. I think we took 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5 games, so yeah. It's kind of fun to win. So he'll be gone. Doug will be gone all day. I have, what plans? I got to get a couple crafts done. There's a craft show in town, actually like right around the corner I can walk to. So I'm probably going to go over there and check that out. And the boys and I are going to 5 o'clock mass today. Doug will go to church on his retreat. So he will go without him tonight. And today in the church is called the Feast of Corpus Christi, and it's after Mass we'll actually have what's called a Eucharistic procession, and the boys were asked to help participate in that. So I don't know if there'll be a cross bearer, a candle bearer, the umbrella bearer. I forget what the umbrella is called. It's got a real name. I know, bad Catholics here. So anyway, we'll be staying for that. And then we are getting takeout for dinner tonight. So Chinese takeout. That's our plans. I am going to make bagels for breakfast this morning. My dough looks amazing. I'll see if I can show you without turning you around because, you know. Sourdough bagels. I don't know the points yet. I have to sit and put it in my recipe builder. They're probably going to be a little bit high in points, but I know my dinner will be 12 points. And more than likely I won't have lunch, except a fruit salad. So we'll see. Last night we had lasagna for dinner for pinochle night. It was delicious. And I made homemade bread. And my sister-in-law made her famous chocolate cake. It is the best chocolate cake I've ever had. And my piece was probably a little bit too big. What else? Oh, yesterday. So, yesterday, Andrew, he's such a helper. Adam was out. Adam had to work a little bit. Then he went over Grace's, but I had a neighbor give me 12 pints of heavy cream. So Andrew spent, 2 hours yesterday morning using the heavy cream to make butter. We ended up with about 4 pounds of butter probably. I have some of it in the fridge and I put the rest in the freezer. So we have some nice fresh homemade butter. God bless him for doing that for me. And I ended up with 2 quarts of buttermilk. So I think I'm going to freeze some and make some ranch dressing and maybe some pancakes later in the week. I don't know, but 2 whole quarts of fresh buttermilk. So that was nice. And the butter is absolutely delicious. We used it last night at dinner with the bread. I made a loaf of Italian bread, and I also made some sandwich bread yesterday. We had a very busy day yesterday, so very busy. So that's about it. You're caught up. Now I'm just waiting for the water to boil for Doug's coffee, and I have to go grind his beans, and that's way too noisy to do on camera. But I will definitely show you the bagels. I've never made them before, so it'll be a first time for me, and like I said, I need to figure out the points on them. So as long as they are like 10 points with a topping, I'll be fine. I could make them smaller, which I may do. I may make some like, you know, man size and some Joni size. We'll see. I'll have to sit and figure it out. But anyway, let me go get his coffee going so he can get on the road. Okay, it is so bright and sunny out. I'm having a horrible time with the lighting. I hope this is okay, but I'm no professional. So my dough is absolutely beautiful, and I did figure it out, and it is 8 points per bagel. Now these are big, like bakery size bagels. I personally don't need one that size. Do my boys? Absolutely. So I am going to definitely make mine a little bit smaller, and I'm gonna work on that as I'm making them. It makes 8, so what I'm thinking is, I'll make 4 or 6 the regular size, and then make some for me half size. This dough is absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna weigh it out, and it's 962 grams. I'm gonna divide that by 8 and figure out how big each bagel should be. So each bagel should be about 120 grams. So here is 120 grams. And I am just going to roll the dough into a ball, flatten it down a little bit, poke a hole in the middle, or semi in the middle, and stretch that hole out a little bit. Now, of course, did I get my sheet ready? No. So I am going to pause this and go get my baking sheet ready. Okay, so I'm just going to arrange them on here. I think I might make them all the same size since this is the first time, and I can just eat half a bagel. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And just a quick little public service announcement. Someone made a comment one day about my baking sheet, and that maybe once in a while I should wash it. For anybody that doesn't know, this is a Pampered Chef stone, and it's actually supposed to look like this. They start off a real light tan color, and then the more you use them, it's kind of like a cast iron skillet. The more you use them, the more they're seasoned, and they get dark, and they get definitely darker around the edges, and it moves forward. So it's supposed to look like this. It's not dirty. Trust me, it gets washed. So I am just going to do all these. I'm having trouble putting the hole in the middle. I'm gonna do all these, and I'm just gonna cover them with a towel or some beeswax or something and let them sit. Now, the recipe says to let them sit 1 to 4 hours. I don't have time to let them sit 4 hours because my family's gonna be hungry when they wake up. But I probably have at least an hour or two before everybody gets moving. So I'm just gonna let them sit. They're supposed to just get puffy again. And then we're gonna put them in a baking soda bath and then bake them in the oven. So these are definitely, it's not hard work. They're definitely some work and you definitely have to plan for it. That's why I'm doing them on a Saturday morning, because I'm not in any type of hurry. And I figured I was gonna be up at the butt crack of dawn this morning, getting dug off so I would have time to mess with them. So that's my plan. So I will come back to these after they've sat for about an hour or so, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the recipe. Like I said, this is the first time I'm making these, so I have no idea what to expect. I am expecting them not to be beautiful bagels because apparently I am not a good bagel maker. They're a little bit misshapen, but I'm also not really concentrating because you know me, as long as it tastes good, it doesn't have to look that, I mean, I like, you definitely, you know, taste with your eyes also with food, but sometimes when it's just something like this, and you've seen me make my English muffins, I just plop those puppies right in the pan. I don't care that they're not perfectly round and all that. I kind of like that rustic look. So that's what we're going to say about the bagels too. Yeah, that's it. They're going to be rustic. So I will be back and show you these whenever they are ready, while they are rising, before it gets crazy, crazy hot out. I am going to go outside. I have some mulch to lay around the chicken coop. And what else do I have to do out there? I have to work on building their dust bath, but I have to go down to Tractor Supply first. So I'm not sure how my day's going to shake out. I'm trying to get everything done by 10 a.m., that all my chores done by 10 a.m. so I can shower and get over to the craft show early in case there's any hot items that I must have that may sell out. I doubt it because I can pretty much make it all myself, but we'll see. I'll be back. Okay, 8 o'clock, they just opened. I'm gonna go get what I need and get home and get working. Okay, home from Tractor Supply, it's 8:30. These have been sitting about an hour and I think they still kind of look the same. So I'm gonna let them go another hour and go outside and get started on some chores. I wanna get all the dirty stuff done before I get a shower. So my first order of business is laying some mulch. I already got the weed block laid, so now I'm just going to lay some mulch around the coop. So that only took a hot minute. I think next up on the list is to clean out the coop and the run a little bit. I want to put some sand and some sweet PDZ and some lime down in there. It's going to be in the 90s next week and I don't really want my coop to be smelly. So I'm going to work on that, and then I'm actually going to clean out the coop part too. I think we're going to end up doing a deep litter method, but I really haven't figured that one out yet. I just have to watch a couple more videos. So I think today I'm just gonna clean it all out so I can lay some lime and some sweet PDZ in there. But before I do any of that, I'm gonna go check on those bagels again and hopefully get those started, because it's now 9 o'clock and we need to get them done so we can eat at a decent hour. Okay, so in my pot here, I have water, a tablespoon of sugar, and a tablespoon of baking soda. And now I'm just gonna put the bagels in to the water. I'm gonna do 4 at a time, and I'm gonna do them for 1 minute, turn them over, and do them for another minute. This is what gives you that nice chewy texture and crunchy outside. Okay, now I'm just gonna flip them over. I'm just using a big slotted spoon. And I'm gonna let them go for another minute on this side. And then I'm gonna take them out and place them on a parchment lined sheet. I'm gonna give them a minute or two to cool down a little bit so I can handle them. And then I'm going to dip them in my topping of choice. My topping of choice is poppy seeds or sesame seeds. Andrew likes plain, so I'll probably leave 2 plain. I'll do 3 in poppy and 3 in sesame. You could use whatever you want. You could make them sweet, you could make them savory, you know, like do sugar and cinnamon, or do everything but the bagel seasoning. You could even put some cheddar cheese on top. And when you're mixing the dough, if you wanted to make sun-dried tomato bagels, you could chop that up and put it right in the dough, or rosemary, or whatever you wanted. It is endless possibilities. Now I'm just going to take them out. Like I said, I'm going to let them just sit for a minute until I can handle them. And in the meantime, I'm going to get the next 4 going. And the same thing, 1 minute, flip them, and then 1 minute. Okay, there they are, 8 sourdough bagels. They're gonna go in the oven now at 425 for about 20 to 25 minutes, and we'll see what happens. Could be a success, could be a fail, but you don't know until you try. So I mentioned about the craft show. That's how close it is to my house. It is literally right in the parking lot of the church across the street. So looking forward to walking over there and checking things out. Although now I'm thinking I might just put on a hat and sunglasses and go over without getting a shower, because I'm never going to get everything done I need to get done, and then get over there and then get ready for church and all that. So I'll just go incognito, throw a little perfume on, it'll be fine. So right now my plan is to go in the coop and just kind of clean it out with a pitchfork and start laying some lime and some sweet PDZ. I am going to wear a filtration mask just because chicken poop. I'm working up a sweat. Now it's time to clean out the coop, and this is going a lot quicker than I thought it was, so I might get it all done and then get a shower. Still waiting for those bagels to get out of the oven though. There they are, fresh out of the oven. I probably left them in a minute or two too long because I was out literally inside the coop cleaning it out. So next time I'll pull back just a little bit, but they look delicious, they smell delicious, and we're gonna let them cool and break into them. Okay, we are done. Thanks to Andrew, we got done pretty quickly. Although I got a shower and everything and then remembered I forgot to clean my car. So now I'm gonna get all sweaty again and have to clean my car. Oh well, it's another shower. What's the big deal? We are heading over to the craft fair just to check it out, see what they have. It's nice to have some company. I don't think he's thrilled, but he'll do anything for his mama. And they're also collecting food for the food pantry at the church, so we are dropping that off. So I'll see if I can show you around a little bit. Here, let's go this way. So we did make a few purchases. I will show you when we get home. I bought some all-natural soy candles that smell delicious and wax melts. Trying to get away from the more commercial stuff and go to a more natural scent. And I also bought the cutest little tote bag from the South Jersey Rescue. They were raising money, of course, for their rescue. And it's a real cute tote bag. I bought it for Grace because Grace is the biggest dog lover I know. So I'll show you those. We're just gonna walk down the street to the little store that is sponsoring this and see if they have any specials down there today. You know, it's so hard when you're a crafter because you see so many things that you love and then you're just like, I know I can make that. But the question is, will I? This one person had the most beautiful porch stuff and I almost bought it, but she was cash only and I didn't have enough cash, and maybe I'll come back, we'll see. Okay, so here are our craft show wares. Andrew bought a couple of can cozies. And I bought some soy wax natural organic candle melts and a little candle. Oh my gosh, this white tea smells so good. And we saw this and bought this for Adam's girlfriend Grace. It's a little tote bag. And all the money goes to the animal rescue. And then the boys bought, well, Andrew bought this for Doug. And we got it on a discount because it's a little crooked. So, but Doug won't care. So they all love The Mandalorian and watch it all together. So we thought that was pretty perfect. And I think that was it. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's all we bought. What was it that the Wicked Witch of the West said? I'm melting, I'm melting. I don't complain about the heat. I like the heat, but oh my God. I have been outside for an hour and a half cleaning out my van. It's hot. Well, it's 90 today and pretty high humidity. I just told Andrew my eyes are burning from the sweat getting in them. Even my face is burning. So I'm gonna get yet another shower before we go to church because, ew. But my van is clean. Doug is going to be so surprised and so happy. He has been trying to get it done for the last 3 weeks and we just haven't done it. And now it's done. So check off another thing today. I vacuumed, I scrubbed, yeah. The only thing I didn't do is the windows because A, it's way too hot to do the windows. That needs to be done after sundown. And I can't reach them, like it's too far away. So someone else, Andrew volunteered, but he can't do them in the bright sunlight because they just won't work. So yeah, that's done. Doug's gonna be so excited. He's gonna be mad that I did it because he feels like it's his job. But you know, with him back in school and him being away on retreat and all, I need to pick up some slack. So there's no more his jobs and her jobs. I'm going to do everything I can to try to make life a little easier and support him and try to take some of his responsibilities from him. So we'll see. But right now I am going to go out and refill the Chicky Chickies water with a bunch of ice because it is warm. They've been staying in the shade. I've been watching. That's a nice thing about the way we built and designed the coop, where we put it and all, is they do get a lot of shade on hot days, but in the afternoon they can get some sun on some cooler days. So that worked out well. So I'm gonna go see them. I gave them some tomatoes earlier. Yeah, just go make sure they're okay. Then probably get another shower. And what time is it? It's almost 2:30. Because the boys are part of the Eucharistic procession, they wanted us at church at 4, but Adam doesn't get done work until 3:30. So we're like, we can't be there at 4, maybe by 4:15. So Andrew and I are gonna be 100% ready, and then Adam can just get a quick shower when he gets home, and always on the move. The nice thing is we are picking up Chinese for dinner, so I don't have to worry about any of that. Not really sure what time Doug's gonna be home. My guess, 5, 6. My guess is somewhere around 7. So we'll probably be getting home right around the same time. We shall see. So I'm gonna go check on my girls and get done. I know what I forgot to mention. Those bagels. They were fantastic. Oh my God. They were so delicious. They were absolutely wonderful. And it was well worth the 8 points. Not even batting an eye. Nope. Not even batting an eye. That's how good they were. And plus, I knew, number one, I don't eat a lot when it's hot because it's just too hot. Number two, we ate a little bit later. And I knew it was going to be filling, so I'm not worried about spending 8 points on breakfast. I did have, a little while ago, I forgot to show you, I had a bowl of cantaloupe with some, a handful of grapes, and that will count as my lunch. And I have been drinking water like, crazy because it's so hot out. So anyway, I'm just going to head out, put my car back together, water my hanging baskets, water the Chicky Chicks, and there's my hanging basket, my house, and I will be back in a bit. I knew I had something to share with you. Not that you guys care, but it's very, very exciting to me. Looks like there's spots on my wall. I think it's a shadow. Anyway, very exciting for me. I had some allergy testing done at my allergist appointment last week. And guess what I found out I am not allergic to? I am not allergic to avocados. We thought this whole time, well, we didn't think, I stayed away from avocados because of the whole pit fruit thing. I was never tested for them. Finally, I'm like, hey, can you test me for avocado? Not allergic. Nope. So guess what I made the other night? Guacamole. Yep, for the first time in my life, I had guacamole, and oh my yum. I was watching the boys eat it last weekend when they had their charcuterie board and stuff, and I was like, wow, that looks good. So that's why when I had my allergist appointment, I decided to ask him if they could test for that. And he's like, yeah, we can do that. So they did. And I'm not. So I made some guacamole, and it was yummy. So that opens up a whole new world for me. So I will now be buying avocados. I only had it in guacamole, so I haven't had like an avocado yet, like on a sandwich or anything like that. So I'm anxious to try it. But I meant to tell you that this morning and completely forgot. So I am taking 2 minutes to sit down, and that's about all, because now I am jumping up and getting back in the shower, scrubbing my face again, taking my makeup off, which I would wear different makeup to church anyway. So not a big deal, because I want us to be ready when Adam gets home so we can fly out the door. Filled the Chicky Chicks water with a whole bunch of ice to make it nice and cold for them. And now I'm just gonna get myself together. I'm gonna wear my new dress that I had on to go over to the craft show. I'm going very casual to church. It's just a cotton dress I got at Old Navy. It's real cute. Just a cotton dress with like elastic waist and spaghetti straps. Normally I wouldn't wear spaghetti straps to church, but it's really hot, and then we have that procession. So yeah, I'm wearing spaghetti straps to church. I'll probably freeze. Maybe I'll take a jacket or a sweater. We'll see.
Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us.
Hail Mary, full of grace. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
So the blessed laid plans. We ended up not getting Chinese. We stopped at a place called Cinder Bar. Doug met us there. He got home, so he met us there. And we had some pizza at Cinder Bar. Their pizza is stone fired. It's real super, super thin crust, and it's all specialty pizzas. I've talked about it before. So that is what we had for dinner. I was very good. I ate. I did not overeat, so I am very proud of myself. What else? Before this clip, I inserted some clips of the Eucharistic procession and some pictures of Andrew and Adam. They could not believe they got suckered into altar serving. I knew they would. I mean, they asked them to do the procession, but they were up on the altar the whole time during Mass. Andrew doesn't even fit in altar server albs anymore. He has to wear one of the deacon albs. And Adam should not have, after Mass was over, the priest is like, next time, which Adam's like, yeah, there's not going to be a next time. They're just over it. You know, they lecture and Eucharistic minister now, like that's what they want to do. But he's like, just go in and get one of my surpluses. He goes, these are too small for you. Adam's like, yeah, a little bit. I mean, it looked fine. It was just hard getting it on and off of him. But it was really hot. It was hot for the procession. My boys were really sweaty. I mean, they had layers and layers and layers on. I mean, pants, a shirt. Andrew only had the alb on, but Adam had his alb and a surplice on, so he was hot. But it was very nice. So then, like I said, we met Doug for dinner. Adam's at Grace's, and she's leaving for Massachusetts tomorrow. So, hello. She's leaving for Massachusetts tomorrow, so he wanted to go say goodbye. For a week, she's going. They invited Adam to go with them. They have family up there. But he has his second vaccine, he has work, he has a couple other things. So anyway, I think now we might play a game of cards. Me, Doug, and Adam. Andrew, the other kid, the big one, the first one. So we'll see. Good morning. It's proving to be another very hot day here in the Dirty Jers. It's going to hit 90 again today. And of course I have more outside work to do because I can't make a decision. We decided now to put sand down in the chicken run. So I am going to head to Home Depot in a little while to pick up 1,000 pounds of all-purpose sand. Yeah, I know. Make a decision and stick to it. We're new at this. You know, we knew they were going to decimate the grass within a week, and they did. And now it's just the earth. And when it rains, it stays wet for a long time, and that's really not good for their feet. So sand dries out really, really quickly. It gives them something to dig in, and it's really easy to clean. So that's what we're going to try. So I'm doing a curbside pickup of 1,000 pounds of all-purpose sand. Use all-purpose, not play sand, because play sand has silica in it. I've learned way too much about sand in the last 24 hours. So I'm going to head over and pick up that. I wish I had ordered it a little bit earlier. I mean, I've been up since 5:45, but just ordered it because I probably would have had it by now. Doug is making breakfast this morning. He's making omelets. We're supposed to have Eggs Benedict, but Adam's not home. Andrew is still sleeping, and honestly, I'm not going to go through all that work for just Doug and I when Doug wanted a ham and cheese omelet anyway. So we have a lot of ham left over from dinner the other night. So that's what he's making. What else? I am going to get my act together so when Home Depot texts, I can run over and pick that up. And I'm seriously thinking about spending a little bit of self-care time today before I get to work outside. I'm thinking about going to get a pedicure. Now that sandal weather's here, my piggy toes could use a little bit of loving. What else? That's about it. Doug has a paper to write that's due on Thursday.
I'm not sure.
Huh?
Maybe. I forget when.
Hopefully it's not due Tuesday, but
I know it's not Tuesday.
yeah, so it's due Thursday. So he's going to work on that for a bit today while I am spreading 1,000 pounds of sand in the coop. I'm sure Andrew will help me. And we're going to grill some hot dogs tonight. And hopefully, if Doug gets his paper done and everything, we were just going to play some cornhole. Have a little family cornhole tournament. We'll see. Hopefully he'll get his paper done this afternoon. That's my goal, is to leave him alone, lock him in a room. And what'd you say?
That's my goal.
That's his goal too. But I know Doug. If I'm outside working, he'll be sticking his nose in it. Because he'll want to see what's going on and what I'm doing. I only have one job that I want him to do today if he has time, and that is hang the tire swing in the chicken run. That's the only thing I want him to do. So, otherwise, he has to work on his paper. I feel like I have another teenager in the house. Well, I do have another student in the house. And I'm, on him, just like I'm on the boys. Are you getting your work done? Don't procrastinate. Don't wait till the last minute. Andrew actually has a paper due tomorrow, also for his summer class. So, he'll probably be working on that today. So I will probably, and Adam's working today, so he's guarding. So I will probably be all alone and spreading that sand, but that's okay. Gives me exercise, gives me calorie burn, and I just love being outside. So I am going to go assist Doug with breakfast, and I'll show you when it's done. Okay, here's my breakfast this morning. I'm going to count 4 points for my English muffin. And then the omelet, I am going to count 3 points because there is some ham and some cheese in there. So my breakfast is 7 points today. Okay, something else that's been on my to-do list is this drawer. This is the drawer from our hall table, and it's usually pretty organized. I have 4 plastic dividers, each with a name in them. And that is where your keys, your checkbook, your sunglasses, whatever is supposed to go. Well, you can see it is crazy and overrun, and Doug's stuff is in Andrew's bin and Adam's bin and all that fun stuff. So I am going to take a few minutes and I'm going to get this cleaned out because there is stuff in here that certainly does not belong. All done. Much better. Let's see if it stays that way. I am home from my little bit of pampering, and I continued it with stopping at Dunkin'. I got an iced tea with, unsweetened iced tea with 3 flavor shots of raspberry. The flavor shots have no calories. The flavor swirls are the sweetened ones with calories. It's okay. I'd rather just have plain unsweetened iced tea though with a bunch of lemon in it. But this is okay. Don't love it. Bought Doug an iced coffee and Andrew some kind of dragon fruit strawberry refresher. So everybody got a little treat, except Adam because he's at work. And when I came home, he's still in the same place working on his paper. And Andrew is still in the same place working on his paper. I went and picked up the 1,000 pounds of sand at Home Depot. So I need to get started on that. But first, I think instead of making fries for dinner tonight with our hot dogs, I'm going to do potato salad. Just because that way I can do it now and it can be done, and dinner will just be a whole lot easier than me having to come in and work on fries. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Then I'll get started on that sand. What else? Oh, I had a little bit of time between Home Depot pickup and my pedicure appointment. So I ran in Kohl's. I have gift cards from Christmas still. And I wanted to, there were a couple things I wanted to look for. And I found this really, really cute wooden flag sign type thing for my porch. And it was a great price. And honestly, I couldn't make it for the price it was. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this. There were 32 people ahead of me in the checkout line. Yeah. I put it back and left because number one, I wouldn't have had time to wait. And number two, I'm not waiting behind 32 people. And yes, I counted. I'm not waiting behind 32 people to check out with a little porch decor. So maybe I'll order it online and just do curbside pickup. I probably could have done that while I was there and it would have been quicker. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get started on the potato salad and then get outside. It's 94. It's gonna be warm out there, spreading that sand, but that's okay. I don't mind. I like hard work. So I will talk to you all in a bit. We used to help the kids with their homework. Now the kid is helping the dad with his homework. I love it. It took way too long to make that macaroni salad and potato salad and zucchini. Way too long. I don't know what I was thinking. So it is late now, but we still have 1,000 pounds of sand to move and spread. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm not sure how much you know about chickens, but chickens hate change. They hate change. So we decided to go with sand in the run and in the coop, or not in the coop right now, just in the run. They will not walk on it. Look, Dolores is coming, or Mabel's coming out to try it, but they're all perched on the tire and they are perched on the bricks back there. They do not like standing on the sand. They're starting now to venture out because we put some weeds in here for them to peck at. So hopefully they'll come out, but they are not happy. And they're pooping up a storm because they're nervous.
Well, you know what? Too bad. Who practices?
Okay, while dinner is happening, we are going to play a little bit of cornhole. It's me and Doug against Adam and Andrew. Okay, it is dinner time, and for dinner tonight we have hot dogs, 4 points on all plans.
Hot.
Something's really hot. What's hot? The hot dog?
No.
Okay.
Mine's pretty cold.
With some sauerkraut for 0, some roasted zucchini for 0, German potato salad for, I forget how many points, I'll have to look, and macaroni salad for, I believe, 4 points. So that is dinner tonight. Well, that was our weekend. We are cleaned up from dinner, almost. We're going to go outside and play one more game of cornhole. This time we're switching up the teams because Adam and Andrew, I don't want to say destroyed Doug and I, but they beat us handedly. So we're switching up the teams. I think it's me and Andrew and Doug and Adam this time. Yep. So we're going to do that. I'm going to work on getting this video edited and see if I can get it up tonight. Probably not. Who am I kidding? Thank you so much for spending a little time with us, and I will see you in my next video.